Today, the Toronto Raptors waived Chris Paul, and soon after, he announced his retirement. All Paul wanted was a farewell tour with the Clippers, but they couldn't do that for him. The Clips sent him home, traded him, and now he gets this mid-season retirement. That doesn't sit right with me. So Chris, get off your couch, you're coming back, and we're spinning the wheel to save your career. We actually got multiple wheels to spin because this 74 overall 40-year-old needs quite a bit of help. The first one is the wheel of jobs. This is one I would never want to spin, so if y'all could like the video and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. On the wheel, we got 10 of the best teams in the league because the ultimate goal for this video is to win Chris that championship. So we want him to be on a contender, and the squad we'll land on is, oh, do we get the Lakers? We're gonna get the Los Angeles Lakers. Well over a decade later, the Chris Paul Lakers move has finally gone through. But like we talked about, Buddy's 40 years old, and I'm not guaranteeing that we're gonna get a championship in just 1 year. So we've got a wheel that'll decrease his age, anywhere from 5 years all the way up to 9. So if we get more years, we'll have more time, more opportunities to get that chip. So I'm hoping we get the -9, but a -7 can work for sure. Maybe -8? Yeah, we get -8 age for Chris Paul. Now all that's great and it helps, but it doesn't change the fact that Chris is a 74 overall. So for that, we've got the upgrade wheel. I'll be spinning this twice every single season of the video, however many seasons we end up needing to get that championship. So let's go on ahead and give it a spin. There's only good stuff on here. I'm not even playing with the potential of Chris Paul downgrades because come on, this old man's been through enough. First upgrade, plus 15 to all athleticism. That is definitely going to be helpful. Chris Paul hasn't just lost one step, he's lost about 8 of them. So that's going to be awesome. And our next spin will be, oh, we're back, Chris. We found the fountain of youth, old man. Maxed shooting for CP3. What did Kenny say? And we back, man. We are back. Chris Paul, it's about to get real scary for the rest of the league. So here's the game plan. We just took over the Lakers. Oh, y'all need a roster spot. Get ready to learn Chinese, Maxi Kleber. And Chris Paul, we'll give him a 3-year contract. Now it's time for the upgrades. First off, you don't have to be so old anymore. He will be 32 years old, and his years pro will go down to 13. This is going to give him a lot more time to get that championship. All right. Next up, we got the shooting. So shooting includes close shot, which was only a 70. Now that thing's on a 99. Mid-range goes from the high 70s to 99. 3-point shot, max that out too. Free throws up there. His ball handle, pass IQ, pass accuracy, still great. So him getting that shooting's going to be so huge. And then the other thing is the athleticism. His speed's only a 70, which is probably generous, but we're going to bump that. Speed with ball goes to an 85. He's going to have a 90 vertical. Watch out. Chris might boom on you. Strength goes to a 77. His stamina was a 70. Okay, for the sake of the video, I'm actually going to bump his stamina to a 95. I want to see him out there on the floor, and he's going to need stamina to do that throughout the course of a season. Hustle goes up to an 80, and agility bumps to an 88. I'm going to guess after all this, he's probably an 86 overall. He's only an 80 flat. I gassed him up a little too much. But the Lakers get a quality backup point guard in Chris Paul, and he'll get more upgrades coming in the summer. We'll see what Los Angeles is able to do with this improved version of Paul. And you know what, bro? Forget about defense. This is Chris's video. Reeves, you slide to the 3. Luka the Don at the 2. Chris Paul will be the point guard, okay? Yeah, that's right, old man. And JJ Reddit's gonna be your coach. Isn't that weird? Your former teammate. Let's see how Paul does in the first game of his resurgence. Oh, wait, first, I gotta bump his shot tendency because I want him to shoot with this newfound shooting capability. Or, well, reclaimed, if you will. But he was never a 99 shooter. All right, we got the Clippers too. Perfect revenge game, and we bust them. 32 from Paul. He hadn't dropped this since 09. Now, do I expect Chris to be getting 30 every single night? No, but if he can get us 10 and 5, 6 assists, oh, that's just fine. And now we got a crazy playmaking core of Paul, Bron, and Luka. Yeah, that's nuts here in Los Angeles. We'll see where we're at the end of the season. Shai Gilgeous is your MVP. I wouldn't have minded us landing on OKC, given Paul's history in Oklahoma City, or even the Spurs go back to San Antonio, but it didn't happen that way, which is fine, because this Lakers team did pretty well. Luka Doncic was all NBA first. We're the 5 seed. We won 45 games. Chris Paul finished out the season averaging 13 with 3 rebounds and 5 assists. And I want y'all to consider that prior to this, he was averaging like 3 points from his time with the Clippers. So he really did turn it up. You see, double figures was really a nightly thing for him. He was getting 10, 15, sometimes 20s, even 30s on occasion. All right, we got the Rockets in the first round. H-Town, led by the Durantula, KD. Game 1, they take the second. Okay, well, we get a game. Hey, Chris, how are we doing so far? He's averaging 14 and 5 assists. Efficiency's down. This game, he had 6 points. Chris, the jokes write themselves. Game 5, nope. In the elimination game, Paul had 21. Bron had 10 with 10 assists. And Bron's going to be out of here. He's about to retire. Karl Towns wins Finals MVP. Hey, Luka, don't worry. Your backcourt mate, Chris Paul, he's about to get so much better. We gave him a 2-year situation here in LA. I don't want him to be tied down to any situation too long. Or was it a 3-year deal? Regardless, I don't want him to be tied down to LA this whole video, but I want him to stay here at least for some time. Paul goes up a little bit more with player progression. He's now an 82. All right, Will, what you got for me? I think we could get Chris close to like 87, 88 with the right upgrades. Oh, are we about to get Max dunking? Hey, Chris, we're taking it back to the days when you were booming on Dwight Howard. If you know, you know. And then our next spin, we still got one more. Don't forget about that. And it's going to be, oh, we're out of here, LA. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I was looking around at this Lakers roster and it was staring back at me. And that's when I knew we need to get out of here. We're joining the best team in the league. Now, who is that team? I'm going to guess it's OKC. We're going off record last season. It is the Oklahoma City Thunder. So now Chris gets to return to OKC, which is going to be a whole lot of fun. I'm very excited for that. But first, we get the dunking boot. Right now, his dunking's not worth a quarter. He's got 25 standing dunk. Well, no longer, Chris. Our dunking is back. And on top of that, I'm going to throw you Hall of Fame legend posterizer. And there's more. But wait, there's more. We're going to give you some cool animations. Dunk contest coming up. I'd like to see some cool dunks as a warm-up here. How about VC dunks and the Brody? That'll be fun. And then one last thing, driving dunk tendency, bump that. All right, there we go. Now it's time to head to Oklahoma City. This is only right, man. We get to go back, share the floor with SGA. I'm going to trade him for AJ Mitchell. We don't need all those guards over in OKC if Chris Paul's pulling up. Now, how much did that dunk boost help out Paul? He's still an 82? Man, that did nothing. I thought that was going to do something for us, but I guess not. We'll see what his role looks like with the Thunder. I kind of want to play Shea at the 2 and have Chris be the 1. I think that's the way we're going to do it here. Yeah, let's do it, bro. Shea, you'll be the shooting guard. Chris Paul, the ultimate facilitator. He'll be the point. All right, Chris, let's run it. Did the Thunder win the chip in the sim? I think they may have. No, they didn't. So you can help them win another championship. It's not like you're bandwagoning into the defending champs, so you can feel better about it that way. Okay, season is nearing an end. We're the 2 seed here in Oklahoma City. Well, we dropped to 3 because we lost like all the games at the end of the year. But nonetheless, good stuff. Shea made All-NBA second. To no one's surprise, Chris was not All-NBA. But he's elated right now as he just averaged 19 and 6. Yeah, Chris is back, man. Him and Shea, best backcourt in the league. We got the Suns in the first round, led by D-Book and D. Brooks. Game 1, we win. Second one's another dub. This is getting off to a much better start than things got off to over with the Lakers. Game 3, they'll take. We take the 4th. Get him out of here, Chris. Nice. And Chris in the first round averaged 16 and 5. Okay, next up we got Minnesota. Dante DiVincenzo and Ant in the backcourt. JR, Nasri, J-Mac. Good team for sure. They were a higher seed than us, but we beat them in game 1 as Chris sets the tone with the 30-piece. Game 2, they'll win. I'm already in the Simcast for game 3. I gotta see this new version of Chris Paul. That dunk tendencies nearly maxed out and those super crazy dunk ratings. I want to see that. And it looks like we will have a chance to to see it here as the Timberwolves have kind of stormed back in this game. I thought we had it, but we're kind of blowing the lead. I see Chris Paul sitting on the bench right there. Hopefully he's not fouled out or anything. He's got 28 points, having a big game. He's not fouled out. All right, let's go ahead and get our guy in the game. I know that does use our last timeout, but what can you do? I'm not going to sit here and wait for a stoppage and play. Here we go. Starters. Chris Paul. Let's hoop. We got Chris Sinek running the 5 right now. Did we lose Hartenstein over the offseason? Oh, we had Sorber playing, but he's fouled out, I guess. Yeah. Okay. So we're relying on some young bigs here. Ball going to Chris Paul. Paul is defended by DiVincenzo. Chris. Oh, beautiful dime down to Sinek. And Chris right on cue sets up the young big man, Chris Sinek. Nice pass, Chris. The Chris to Chris pick and roll there. Here's DiVincenzo with it. He'll get the Randall screen. Randall rolls. That's an easy slam. I saw Julius Randle at a windmill the other night. That one was just a little one-hander, you know, something light. I could do that in my sleep. Here's Chris Paul with the ball, defended by Dante DiVincenzo. Paul throws it to Sinek. Chris Sinek gonna work on Naz Reid here. Swings it out to Dub. One more to Paul. Paul, ball fakes it to Shea. He will get it to SGA. Shea the jab. He's gonna look to drive here to the basket. Steps it back over Io. Misses it. Timberwolves get a much-needed stop, and Jaden McDaniels will push the ball the other way. J-Mac to Dante DiVincenzo. Over to Dosunmu, who's open. He'll hit. And just like that, the Minnesota Wolves within 2 points of us here. No Anthony Edwards right now. They're going to Io Dosunmu, as Edwards must have fouled out. Shea Gilgeous with it. Shea gonna get the screen from Chet Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander gonna drive to the basket here. Chris Paul coming to get the ball, but Shea calls his own number. Nobody answers. Ball will go to Julius Randle. 2 will tie. 3 will give Minnesota the lead. JR swings to Dosunmu, who just hit the 3. He gets it to Dante. DiVincenzo gets the Randle screen. Randle rolls. He's one-on-one with Chet. Holmgren doesn't even really put up much of an effort there. Not a great contest. And Randle gets an easy look at the rim. He's up to 24. Game is tied, and this one's getting out of hand, man. We're really blowing this. Shea Gilgeous driving to the basket. Rises up. Jumper is flat. It's rebounded by Naz Reid. He'll give it to Dante DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo driving behind the back. Oh, good interception there from Dub. Jalen Williams will push it the other way. He gets it to Chet. Chet to Paul. Paul throws it away. Oh, Chris, we don't throw turnovers like that. Dosunmu to Randle. There's no differential between shot and game clock. Wolves can hold for the last shot here, and that's what Randle plans to do. The greatest shooter to wear number 30. JR with 6 seconds left. He'll get the screen from Naz. Randle hits Naz on the pop. He's open, and he hits. Oh my goodness, just ripping the hearts out of these OKC fans as Chris Paul's shot goes into the 3rd row. Oh man, that's not how we wanted to see this game end. Paul had 28, Shea with 34. We take the L. Hey man, I've seen enough. Get the ball in Chris's hands more. Let's up his shot tendency and touch tendency to the max. I want Chris getting the ball. This is his video. We're not watching him go outside. Game 4 on the way. And granted, he's still got some more years. We made him quite a bit younger, but I want us to play Minnesota close, and I want Chris to be the focal point of what we're doing, whether it's winning or losing. And it felt like last game he was a supporting character. This time, let's be the main character. Chris, we're up by 2:36 to go. We're gonna jump in here. Rudy Gobert inbounding the ball for Minnesota. Gobert gets it into Jaden McDaniels. McDaniels is defended by Shea. Throws it to DeAnthony Melton. Melton. Oh, Shea went for the steal, and he fouled out. Oh, so it's really going to be the Chris show. He should sub in here. Yep, there he is. And he's going to be the lead guard out of here because Shea Gilgeous no longer in the ball game. DiVincenzo gives it to Dosunmu, to Edwards. Edwards not fouled out this time around as he drives on Casey Wallace, hits Naz Reid. 3 ball is off. It's rebounded by Thomas Sorber, and he'll get it to Chris Paul. All right, Chris, let's see what you're made of here. Paul driving up the middle, working on Naz, gets rejected. Hey, we got to dunk those. Remember, you got the 99 driving dunk. Dosunmu has it poked away, but somehow the pass gets through to Randle, who slams it home with some authority there. Julius Randle has been awesome for the Timberwolves in these hopping games thus far. Also, my apologies if my voice sounds a little off. I'm still a little under the weather. Hopefully getting over it soon. Chris Paul gonna swing it to Kaysen Wallace in the corner. Kaysen trying to drive to the basket here, hits Sorber. Sorber, tough layup is off, and this Thunder offense not looking good without the multi-time MVP in this NBA universe. He won MVP in the sim, but Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, without him, it's not looking the same. Edwards trying to get to the rim on Paul. Paul puts up a good contest, but Edwards just tall taller, stronger. He's able to get it to go up to 35 points in 39 minutes. All right, here we go, Chris. One-on-one with DiVincenzo. The spin move, the half spin, loses it. Dante gonna turn him over. It goes to Edwards, to Dosunmu. Ayo lays it in. That's a layup line for Dosunmu there. Ayo's been making some big plays for the Minnesota Timberwolves, and Chris is just making a fool of himself. I'll be honest. He is the focal point, but it's not looking how I hoped. Paul just can't seem to shake Dante here. Just doesn't have the speed, even with the athleticism boost. He puts up the tough lay, tries to get a rebound, but can't. It'll go to Julius Randle. Randle, defended by Paul, gets it to Dante. DiVincenzo will be intentionally fouled by Sorber. We had one to give there, so I guess not a horrible decision at all. Naz Reid will inbound here. Reid gets it into Dante. Dante to Randle. We're doubling ball, trying to force a turnover here. Ball goes out to Julius Randle. Randle driving to the basket, triple teamed, and Edwards is somehow wide open. Maybe because we have 3 people on Julius Randle. And we go down 3-1 in the series. Edwards with 38. Chris Paul might just go out sad once again. Had 13 points and 8 assists in this one, but 5 turnovers. We saw a couple of those down the stretch, and they were ugly. Game 5, we lose the series, and Chris Paul does not win the championship here. Edwards averages 40 in the finals to lead his Wolves to a chip. Chris Paul, now 34 years old, even with us giving him the fountain of youth, he doesn't have unlimited time by any means. Next year will still be year 15 with the turn back the clock thing considered. Now, over the offseason, Paul does get better. He's up to an 88 overall. Jared McCain now an 86, and we got Topic improving. I'm happy to see Topic healthy, by the way, but I think we play McCain at the 2. That way we're not too log jammed at point, although then we're kind of log jammed at the 2. I don't know, man. It's going to be a little complicated, but I want Paul getting a lot of minutes. All right, Chris, we should be able to get back into the 90 overall club with just an okay wheel spin here. You're an 89 with the morale boost. Oh, well, there you go. 99 overall for Chris Paul, plus 10. Are you kidding me? Well, it's about to get wicked here. Chris Paul and Shea, best backcourt in the NBA, and yeah, he will be a 99 with the morale boost. That's an important caveat there. We got one more spin, I guess, if we need it. I don't even really think we need this one. This one's just kind of icing on the cake, I guess, and it's going to be, oh, perfect. We can add some additional badges. He's got 17 badges right now, and that means he'll be able to get up to 20, and these aren't just any badges. You're talking about legend badges, and I don't know where we go here. He has that posterizer on legend, which is so fire. Let's do physical finisher, because he was having trouble finishing in the paint. Let's do, oh, he's got to have legend dimer, bro. It's Chris Paul, and then we'll do lightning launch, so he's quicker off the bounce, because he needs that. Paul is now the best player on the team. Maybe we could see a Chris MVP and NBA championship campaign. I don't think it's impossible. I don't think it's ridiculous to say that that's an outcome for this year, which I didn't really expect going into the wheel spins, in all honesty. We got super lucky to hit the best spot in the wheel, plus 10 overall. And I know that's crazy to give him, but man, I'm out here trying to win Chris a ring, all right? Let's just rock out. All right, even with Chris being a 99 overall, we somehow only got the 2 seed, but Paul was the MVP, averaging 28 points, 8 rebounds, and nearly 10 assists. T. Stokes won Rookie of the Year. Mavs had Coach of the Year, J. Kidd. Yeah, because the Mavs are better than us. Sure, whatever. Shea was All-NBA third. We'll see, Dallas. We'll see y'all in the postseason, and it'll get ugly for you. Chris led the team in scoring this year. We got the Suns in round 1, another former Chris Paul team that we beat in the past, and I expect us to do the same here. Oh my gosh, that went 7, but we won. Chris Paul triple-double to close it out, 21, 12, and 12. Next up, we got the Dubs, who look, I mean, just worlds different. You're talking Spider-Man, Asar Thompson, Damian Lillard. I saw Curry retired a little bit ago, so Curry's not there. This is, wow, okay. Game 1, they take. Second one, we take. We'll take the third and the fourth. Okay, they win game 5. Let's close this in 6. You know, Chris Paul has been known to blow a 3-1 lead here or there. I obviously don't want that happening for him. Oh no, Chris, come on, don't do it. We were up so big. We were up so big, Chris. That third quarter Warriors, bro. The third quarter Warriors. They outscored us by 10 in that third period coming out of halftime. That made it within reach for the Dubs. We're here in the Bay, game 6, down. They're down by 7, but they do have the basketball. Chris Paul's in, Shea's in. No Chet, no Dub right now. Are they fouled out? Why do we have 100 guards in the game? I don't know. Nobody in foul trouble, so hopefully we get some subs shortly. Lillard spins. Oh, good defense, Chris. And that's a stoppage of play so we can make our subs too. Perfect, perfect. All right, ball will go into Chris Paul. Paul is defended defended by Damian Lillard. Lillard, oh, nice pass down to Sorber. Sorber lost it. Oh, but he hits the deck to save it. I love the hustle, Thomas. Dub gonna drive to the basket, getting clamped by Sar Thompson because that's what he does. It'll go to Shai Gilgeous. 5 on the shot clock here for SGA. He swings it. Dubsky, 3-ball off. Rebounded by Native Man. Okay, now it's just our job to get stops on this other end. If we don't score the rest of the way, as long as they don't score, we're cool. Oh my gosh, Chris just got broke by Damian Lillard. Dame had that man looking like a statue. Absolutely shook him. Got to the rim for an easy lay. And just like that, the Warriors are within 5. A stop and a bucket. It's a 1-possession game for them. Shai swings to Chet. Chet will fire a midi. That's a good look. But of course, it doesn't drop. Donovan Mitchell with the ball. Mitchell gonna swing to Lillard. Lillard working on Paul once again. Swings it out to Asar. Back to Donovan. Over to Ament. Ament's got room, and he knocks it down. Our lead is just evaporated. We were up 7. Now we're only up 2. Just over a minute and a half to go. Here's Chris Paul with the ball. Paul's got Lillard defending. Somebody come set me one. Chris gonna hesitate, trying to get to the rim, and he threw it off Kristaps Porzingis. I mean, Chris, the jokes write themselves. Donovan steps it back. Jumper is off. Chet the rebound. It'll go to Sorber. Thomas, get that ball out your hands. Gives it to Chris. Paul gonna throw it away. What happened? Why is he a turnover machine, bro? Chris Paul is one of the purest playmakers ever, and I made him a 99 again. Oh my gosh, now KP's playing like he's Shaq. And we are tied, just over a minute to go. Chris, you can't do this to me, my heart. Paul at the top of the key. Chet, come set me one. Yep, good screen for Paul. Chet gonna roll to the rim. Chris hits him. See, that's what we do, Chris. Good pick and roll. You got a guy who's 7'8", rolling to the basket. Just throw it somewhere near him and not off the head of KP, and you're good. Ball will go into Damian Lillard. Lillard defended by Chris Paul here. We need a stop here, Chris. You got me, right? Good defense, Chris. Yeah, Dame. He's not getting anywhere. It'll go out to Asar. Good poke away from Sorber. Active hands, and we'll get the stop. One more bucket, and this thing's over with. Chris Paul up the middle. Swings. Dubsky, 3. Come on, J-Dub. Oh, the door is still open for the Golden State Warriors. Matter of fact, a 3 would give them the lead. 2 will tie. Here's Lillard deep beyond the arc, but you know, he loves to shoot some long threes. Lillard will get the screen from Porzingis. Porzingis pops out. Lillard trying to drive. Paul playing great defense. Only 4 on the shot clock. Dame gonna have to put something up. Paul, great contest, forces the miss, and time expires. We're on to the conference finals, fellas. Hey, that was a good defensive possession there from CP3. Lillard had 25, 31, 5, and 10 from Shai. Another triple-double from Chris, 28, 11, and 11. All right, who is next? We got the Mavs. Okay, y'all, one more games than us. Let's see what this is all about. It's just Kyrie and Coop, basically. Game 1, we lose. Game 2, we'll take. We beat them by like 50. Chris Paul had a big night, 22 and 15 assists. Game 3, come on. Good win. 35 from Paul. Game 4, we can go up 3-1 here. What happened to those 66 wins? Huh, Dallas? What happened, fellas? Oh, okay, they're kind of doing well. I need to stop talking. Oh, maybe I can keep talking. Danny Brooks, I'm going to talk my trash. We're up by 4, 2:06 to go. We take this 3-1 lead. Series is really all but over with. As we jump in, Chris Paul's in the ball game. We got anybody in foul trouble? They don't. We don't. Cool. It's just going to be straight hoops the rest of the way. Not worrying about anybody being fouled out. We get to see both teams at their best. Ball going to Colin Gillespie. Gillespie gives it to Irving. Shai's going to guard Kyrie. Chris Paul has an easier matchup, all due respect, with Colin Gillespie. Shai playing some great defense there on Irving. He blocks him. Big time rejection from Shai. Hey, get it up to Paul. He's running on the wing. You also got Sorber. Oh, way to fill the middle. Thomas Sorber. Easy look at the rim. Sorber's made some nice plays for us. He's had some good dunks, some good looks. I don't know if we've even seen Chris Paul get a bucket just yet, though, which is crazy. Like, Chris, go get one. Kyrie Irving with it. Irving trying to drive on Shai. Backs him down. Layup is off. Shai pulls down the rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander crosses the timeline. Hits Paul. You got another small guard on you in Gillespie. Here's your chance to eat. Chris driving. Spin move. Oh, that's a lay right there. Oh, my gosh. Chris, bro, I made you a 99 overall. You look like the 74 overall version. And Kobe White, 3 is straight net. He's got 11 here in the 4th. That's a big time shot. Mavs get it down to a 1-possession game. Paul working on Gillespie once again. Gets up the middle. Bumps him. Layup. Chris, you're trash, bro. I was trying to make this video Chris Paul positivity. I can't do that. Irving misses the shot. Shai the rebound. Shai gets it up to Paul. Paul, don't do it again. If you sell again, he's got Coop on him. Throw it down to Chet. Yep. Chet draws the double. Swings. Shai. Oh, that's just great offense. Shai knocks down the 3, and we're up by 6. I love moving the ball around like that. That's the type of stuff a Chris Paul-led offense should do. I just bumped my desk if y'all heard some noise. That's my bad. My leg ran into it. Kyrie Irving gonna get the screen from D Live. Shea still right there with him. Sorber active hands. Kyrie's got Christmas takeover, and this game is over. We're up 3-1. Chet goes for 26 and 11. Koob with 31. Kobe with 17. Chris Paul had 21, 9, and 10. And man, I'm telling y'all, if we make it out the Wild Wild West, nobody who comes out the East stands a chance. I just need one more game from your Dallas Mavericks. We're going on to fight for the Larry O.B. Or not from your Dallas Mavericks. I'm at your Oklahoma City Thunder. I don't want the Mavs to get any more. Cool. We're going to the finals. Shea had 32. Chris 22, 9, and 12. And in the finals, we got the Hawks. Chris Paul's your West MVP, averaging 23 points, 8 rebounds, and 13 assists. And here it is, the ATL Hawks. This should be a very winnable series. Game 1, we take Chris Paul with 26. Game 2, we take Chris Paul only had 18. Game 3, they'll take. Let's get this fourth one. Let's go up 3-1 and never look back, just like we did against the Dallas Mavericks. Now, if they take this fourth one, things get interesting. It essentially means both teams have just done their jobs by winning their home games. And the Hawks, they're looking to do their job here, win this home game, tie things up going into the fifth one. We'll see if they can do that in the final minute 54. We're up by 6. Chris is in the game. I see Chet. I see McCain. I see Sorber. Here's Cam Boozer with the ball. Hawks in possession of the rock, so that makes things a little tougher. Oh, nice behind the back from Booz. He'll hit Ace and Newell for a 3, and Newell knocks it down, giving the Hawks a 9-point lead here with just about a minute and 3/4 to go. Shea Gilgeous going to set up the offense here. SGA has the bigger Boozer guarding him. He'll think about the step back, but not take it. It goes out to Chet. Chet's got room, and he answers with the 3 of his own. Big time shot, Chet. Now we just got to get stops on the other end. It's a two-way street here. We got to play both sides of the ball. Cam Boozer has it picked away by Shea. Chris Paul's ahead of the pack. Paul driving on Johnson. Swings. McCain 3. He's 2 days into college, and he's 3 lectures behind. Big time shot from J-Mac, and we're within 3. That's a huge swing for us. It's now down to a 1-possession game. Cam Boozer with it at the top. Booz gonna get the screen from Double O. Okongwu rolls. Sorber, you got to drop back a little bit. Good job. Boozer, tough shot, off. Sorber the rebound. Textbook defense here from your Thunder. Thomas passed the ball. Sorber brings it up himself, throws it to Shea in the corner. Shea driving on Double O, draws the foul. That's what he does. You know why he wears the number 2? Because that's the number of free throws he typically shoots. First free throw is off. Come on, Shea. You shot more free throws than just about anybody. Second one from Shea does drop. We're within 2. Still a 1-possession game. Could have cut the lead down to 1, but you know. Reese Shea with the ball, defended by J-Dub. Good defense, Dub. Yep, we're on that. We're on that. Reese Shea gonna slow it up here. Here comes the double J screen. Jalen Johnson rolls. Chet's right there with him. Chet, you got to jump up, get a contest. Yep, that's got to be 3 seconds. He's been in the paint 10 minutes. It goes out to Naw. Naw shoots the tough 3. Oh, we got him in a straitjacket. We're within 2. 3 will give us the lead. Shea's running with Dub. Dub's got room. He'll fire him for the lead. It's off. Oh, man. If Dub hits that, bro, I mean, that could very well be the finals. You go up 3-1, but Dyson Daniels misses one. So the door is still open here. Dyson, second one does drop. We'll call our last timeout. 19 seconds to go. They can never make it easy. They can never make it easy. Here we go. Ball going to Paul. Paul has it in the corner. He'll drive down to Sorber. Nice pass. Nice dunk, too. We got a quick 2. Now, though, we have no timeouts, so we're going to have to foul and then get the ball up the floor quick. If Naw makes both these, doors still open for us to tie it and force overtime. If he misses one, we can win it with a 3 and force overtime with a 2. Naw knocks them both down, so we got to go for a 3. There's really no other option with no timeouts here. Shea to Chris. Chris to Dub to Sorber. Back to Shea. Shea looks like he'll take the shot. Tough 3. It's off, and that'll do it. Nurk grabs the board. It'll go to Naw, and this series is going to be tied up at 2 apiece as we head into this 5th game. Nikhil was kind of having a stinker, but he's made the big free throws. That's what really mattered down the stretch. Chet 31-9. How did Chris do? 6 and 12. Come on, Chris. You're the league MVP. That's something you didn't even do in real life. We got you to that level, and now you're putting up 6 for me? What are we doing? Game 5's got to be better from Chris Paul and the team as a collective, and it will be. We win this 5th one. Chris had 41. New meme. Come on, Chris. Game 6, we can close it out, and a sentence that'll never be uttered in real life, unironically. Chris Paul is a champion. It can be said here. If we just close this series out, Hawks are going to make us earn it. 1-point game, minute 41 to go. My voice has the Gatorade symbol on it if y'all couldn't tell, so I'm hoping this is where we end it off. I'm about to run out of batteries if we got to go to game 7. Nurk into Nikhil Alexander-Walker. Noah defended by Paul. I don't know if we've even seen Paul get a bucket just yet, so maybe he can finally get one as Booz fires the mid-range. Why do we have Jared McCain guarding him? Who knows? That's 2K. Is anybody in foul trouble for us? Paul's got 5. Sorber's got 5. Chris, do not foul out of this, bro. Be careful. Here's Shai Gilgeous with it. Chris Paul's over there in the corner. We got 4 guards and Thomas Sorber as Shai hesitates, floats it, misses. And here come the Hawks. Jalen Johnson across the timeline. Hits Cam Boozer. CB defended by Jared McCain. Gonna get the screen from Yusuf Nurkic. Boozer fires the jumper. That's such a tough shot. And it's just bottom for Cam Boozer. He's got 29 of those coming here in the 4th. All right, Shai. Get one on Double J or pass it to your teammate Chris. The hezzy from Shai. Jalen Johnson got him in a straitjacket. Paul was open, but Shai just gonna call his own number. Tough 2. Okay, we're within 2 points. About 50 seconds to go. Here's Cam Boozer with the ball. Boozer's been hot so far with a pair of jumpers. He'll get the screen from Johnson. Johnson rolls. Shai pokes it away. It goes to McCain. We're running. Cason Wallace ahead of the pack. He'll get hit. Layup is off. Oh, we should have slowed it up, Cason. If you didn't have it, don't take it. Ace and Newell gonna try and drive here. Somebody help. Oh, Sorber, you got up there for the contest, but Ace and Newell just got a little higher and finished it. Here's Shai with the ball. We'll call a timeout. Okay, that's the final timeout we had in the pocket. So, yeah, here goes nothing. Thomas Sorber inbounding the ball. Sorber, we're probably going to need a 3 or a quick 2. Paul catches at the foul line. Bumping Nikhil. Lost it. Chris. Oh, we got it back. We got it back. Hold on. To the defense. Dub up the middle. Layup is good. We're not out of this game. I was just about ready to sim out. I was like, Chris, I'm disgusted. Another turnover. But we might be okay. Jalen Johnson gets it into Null. I thought we were going to get that steal, or maybe they would catch a 5-second. No such luck. So they're going to head to the free throw line. Maybe one of these will drop. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Or maybe one of these won't drop. That's what we're banking on. A missed free throw here. Jalen Johnson gets it into Dyson. Over to Nikhil. Nikhil's going to shoot the free throws. Chris just fouled out on the intentional one. Oh, why did we even have Chris in the game? We could have subbed him out, subbed him back in, but I guess 2K's logic isn't advanced enough for that. No, both free throws will drop. Yeah, he's been icy hot from the free throw line, like that one thing Shaq used to advertise. It goes to Dub. He fakes the 3, fires it. Boom. Okay, all comes down to this. Game 7. Risa Shea had 38, 25 and 10 from Chet. Paul had 20 with 8 rebounds, 15 assists, 7 turnovers though. I mean, 15 assists, yeah, but 7 turnovers. We got to be better than that. Let's go down to an 8-man rotation. It's now or never, fellas. If y'all are tired, y'all can rest in the offseason. We need this one bad, and it looks like we're gonna get it. We got a big-time lead. Oh, we're running away with it. Yep, your Oklahoma City Thunder are we're NBA champions. 31 and 10 from Shea, 20 and 10 from Chet. Chris Paul has 16 with 11 rebounds and 7 assists, and Chris Paul is your Finals MVP, averaging 21.7 rebounds and 11 assists in the battle for the Larry O.B. If you made it to the end and you enjoyed, comment Chris Paul, like, subscribe. We love basketball. Have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Happy retirement, Chris. Peace.